What's up, fam? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Just want to talk to y'all for a quick second. We got a lot of games kicking off. We got gold medal basketball. We got boxing tonight. And so right now is tis the season for sports betting, and you're going to see it everywhere. You're going to see it down below at BetUS, probably every channel you go to. You're going to see DraftKings. You're going to see commercials for FanDuel. And you go to Cowboys Stadium, you're going to see it. It's plastered everywhere with sports books. Now, I feel like for me personally, I have a responsibility for my community, nobody else's, but my community, that if I'm going to influence you to sports bet, that I teach you the proper way, the do's and the don'ts. Now, I will say this, am I swerving in Lambos and got 3 baddies upstairs cooking me salmon steak and why I got a Versace robe on? It'd be nice. No, take that. Let me edit that out for my wife here. It would not be nice, but I don't have that type of lifestyle. And a lot of times when you see that, it's fake news. It's really fake, right? The kind of the high side, and we got money bags, $100,000 bets. It's all fake news. But I will say this. I have turned myself from being a square sports bettor into being more of a sharp sports bettor. And a lot of you don't even know the terms. Now, case in point, I was out in Las Vegas, I believe in March. It was around March Madness time. We were covering the first boxing event. And I met a gentleman. I'll keep his name disclosed because he don't like no spotlight because he gets to it, right? But, I was kind of sitting in the sports book at MGM, and he was like, I don't understand why all these people get all hyped up for March Madness. They have no idea what they're doing. Sports betting is not even about knowing sports. It's about math, equation, and science. And me, with my little ticket, was like, what do you mean by that, right? So I sat down, spoke to him for a while, had a few drinks, laughed it up, made a great connection, even got to meet the legend, Billy Walters. Check his book out. He has a crazy ass story, but he's one of the goats of sports betting. So once I started talking to him, I was like, my eyes just opened up. So I invested in myself. I started reading books. I spent hundreds of dollars just joining sports betting groups. I wasn't even taking their bets. I just wanted to learn the lingo. Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Like, what's really going on in this world that I've been missing out on? And once it all clicked for me, things changed. Now, the most important thing I want you guys to understand and get out of this video is this, right? Number one, most important thing. Do not sports bet because you need money. Sports bet because you have money. Let me run that back. Let me slow it down. Do not sports bet because you need money. Sports bet because you have money. A lot of people reach out to me like, yo, Tuck, man, I'm kind of, lost my job and, I'm kind of behind on bills and stuff, man. I'm just going through a bad spot. Do you got any parlays you can give me, help me get back on my feet? Or, hey, Tuck, my kids need school clothes and I'm kind of behind. Like, do you got any picks you can give me? I will respond, start our own fan. You need our own, sell some feet picks or something, because this is not the lane for you, right? You only sports bet with disposable income, and if you're going to put $2,000 up, if that $2,000 just went up in flames, you're going to be all right. But you're going to be all right. Your family's not going to starve. You're not going to lose your house. You are not dependent on sports betting, because a lot of people that do it full time, the amount of money that you need to bet to actually do it full time, a lot of these apps won't even let you do it. Like, you'll get capped out. So if I started winning, 50 grand, 70 grand, they'll be like, nah, bro, we got to get you up out of there. They'll let you, like, I know a lot of my friends who kind of do it professionally, they're limited. They can only make like $50 bets here, $30 bets here. So a lot of stuff you see online is fake, but do not bet because you need money. Bet because you have money. Now, if you have money, all right, this is what this video is actually for, right? So once again, what I really want to instill in you is sports betting is not about knowing sports. It sounds crazy. I know my mind was blown when I first heard it, right? But it's not about knowing sports. You guys know me. I'm cover the Cowboys. I cover NFL. I cover the draft. Know a lot of basketball. Like, those are kind of my core sports, right? I don't have time to watch every little sport event that's going on because I'm either making content or doing film or whatever, right? But if you had to guess what is my number one sport that I bet on, that I am the most profitable on, you probably wouldn't know. And the crazy thing, it is baseball, y'all. It is baseball. Yeah, Tuck does not even watch baseball, but I'm constantly betting and hitting on baseball. Doesn't that sound odd to y'all? How? How, right? So case in point, this is just an example just for yesterday that I posted on my Instagram. So if y'all follow me on Instagram, it's right. It was there in my stories, right? So I posted it. It was like at 8:30 in the morning. I posted this, right? While I was in the gym. I said, Vargas has hit the under at home the last 7 games in a row. As long as he's under 4 at-bats, averaging 3.2, let's keep the streak alive. And then what happened last night? He went under. He only had 3 at-bats. He didn't hit. He did not hit. We said, bang, cash it, and a few people actually trailed my actual bet. Now, doesn't that sound crazy that I have no idea who Miguel Vargas is? If somebody pulled up to me at gunpoint and said, yo, bro, do you know Miguel Vargas? I'd be like, bro, I do not know who that is. You got the wrong person, right? So how am I able to do that? It's because it's not about knowing sports. It's about data, analytics, line movement, and a lot of different things that goes on along with it. So let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff, the meat and potatoes that you kind of came for, right? So this is what I want to kind of explain. And we're going to do this. It's going to be a long video, but I want it to be where you guys can understand. So for some of you who are knowledgeable sports bettors, this might not be the video for you because you probably going to know more than this, right? But just for the average square. And what is a square? That's the person who says, I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Browns. I'm a Cowboys fan, so we're going to beat the Eagles. I'm putting money on the Cowboys, or I think the Eagles are going to beat the Packers, right? Because I'm an Eagles fan, or you're just going off your gut. You're a square, Vinny. You are a square, and you are who sports books rely on. That's why it's plastered all in front of your face. Now, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this video, but that's like I said, this is me just keeping it G. I got to look out for y'all. So this is a tool. It's a sportsbook screener, and don't worry about the sportsbook screener. We're having conversations about anything, but if you guys really want a link to get it like 25% off or 35% off, just hit me and I'll give you guys the code, even though I'm not getting paid for it yet. So this is a sportsbook screener. So what the line is, right? The line shows you the percentage of what Vegas thinks is going to happen. Now, of course, right, things happen throughout the course of the game, but where is Vegas really thinking with all their data, with all their knowledge, with all their insight? What is Vegas thinking? Not what Tom at work is thinking, not what homeboy on Twitter is thinking, but what is Vegas thinking? So you'll see the line. So typically the lines, the parameter is 100, right? So as of right now, if you look at just the Texans Rangers versus the New York Yankees, right? You got minus 151. So minus means you would have to pay $151 to win $100. Okay. The plus would be is if you bet $100, you will win 139. So that's kind of the odds, right? So if you want to take the underdog, it would be the Texas Rangers. But if you want to take the favorites, it would be the New York Yankees for this game. And you see the line. So the line tells the story, right? So let's say, for instance, right now, the Yankees are favored at minus 151, and we're currently at 11 a.m. this morning, right? And then all of a sudden, Juan Soto is out, or, something's happening, right? And they're going to be out the game, or it's raining, right? And this line jumps from minus 151 to minus 200, okay? What is Vegas telling you? Vegas is telling you that the New York Yankees are now heavily favored to win this game, and we are putting all our money on the actual New York Yankees. So me, I could be a contrarian bettor and say, you know what, whatever. I'm a Rangers fan, Texas Cowboy, whatever. I'm a bet on the Rangers. You could be a square, but why would you do that? Wouldn't you want to put your money where the smart bettors are putting their money, which is Las Vegas? In Las Vegas, they make billions and billions and billions of dollars off of squares who says, I'm just a Rangers fan and I believe in my team, right? So now y'all get it, right? So that is one of the approaches that you take. You watch the line movement to actually make and place your bets, okay? Now, the biggest mistake I was making, and this might not work for you who don't live in a legal sports betting state like Texas, right? But since Kansas, we can sports bet and have multiple sports books. This was the number one mistake I was making, all right? I only had one sports book. I only had FanDuel because I like FanDuel, and I got a little code for it, and I was just betting on FanDuel over and over and over again, and that was my loyalty to FanDuel. But look how stupid I was by doing that. I was missing out on a lot of opportunity. So case in point, right? Think of it as bargain shopping. All right, I did have an odd for the Yankees, but I think that just changed, right? Because the lines are constantly changing, right? So let's say, for instance, the favorite for the Yankees to win this game. Or is this the Yankees game? No, it's Yankees is 151. Let's keep it with the Yankees, all right? So I bet $151, I get 100, okay? Bet $162, win 100. Bet 158, win 100. I mean, that's higher. I could just buy it here. Bet 165. God damn, y'all charging me higher. Why would I do bet at Caesars? Why would I shop at Caesars? 160 at MGM, 159, 164. I mean, you guys are killing me with the prices. But hold up. Hard Rock Hotel Casino. I can take the same bet for the Yankees to win and bet 145 and win $100. Okay, bang. So I wouldn't place this bet on the Yankees at DraftKings. I wouldn't place it at FanDuel. I wouldn't place it at Caesars. I wouldn't place it at MGM. I would make this bet at the Hard Rock Sportsbook because I can get the same odds, but at better odds and a better payout. See what I'm saying? Now we're shopping at a discount bargain price. So this is why when the guy I spoke to told me that you're an idiot for coming to Vegas to play sports bet when you live in a legal state, is because if I go and sit at BetMGM, which I was at BetMGM, I can't, Caesars has better odds, and hop in an Uber and go over to Caesars and place my bet. I'm stuck there because Vegas doesn't let you use the apps. Like, you got to use their apps. You got to use their MGM, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to maneuver and you shop for better odds. And so this is one part of it. But also, like I said, the lines will tell the story. So like I said, once again, going back, if I was to look at this and we look at it at 7 o'clock and now this is minus 200 and minus 250, we can easily say that Vegas and all the sports bettors are putting money in and saying the Yankees got this. Now, stuff can happen throughout the course of the game, but what you want to do is take good, consistent shots, high probability shots. Me personally, right now, I can take all the underdogs and hope for a payout, but why not take the safe money? And if I lose and I bet $145 and I lose, okay, cool. It is what it is, but I'm taking that smart money bet and I feel a lot comfortable because that minus 145 would pay me out $100. So does that make sense, right? So that's what I want to kind of show y'all. Let the lines tell the stories. And there's so many different things that you can implement. I mean, there's EV strategy. That means getting things at a discount. There's arbitrage betting. That means I could buy Hard Rock at 145 and then take Caesars at plus 143. And no matter what happens between the Rangers and the Yankees, based on the amounts I bet, I take an automatic win regardless, where you cannot lose. And I know a lot of people did our betting. Some people got banned, right? But a lot of people I know have made a lot of money doing our betting, placing it on the Rangers at one sports book and placing on the Yankees at the other sports book. And actually, OddsJam will actually do our betting for you, where it'll tell you how much you should bet and how much you're actually going to pay out. So like I said, once again, if you guys want this software, I'll be more than happy to shoot it for you. I'll put the link in the description or download or whatever, right? So there's different ways. There's middling. There's a lot of different tools that you can add to your sports betting skill set versus just being a square and saying I'm a fan of the Rangers and I'm going to pick them regardless. And I have a little DraftKings account and I'm going to bet right here. Because look at this. If you bet at DraftKings at plus 136, right? Is it $100 to win 136? Well, if you would have did it at Caesars, you would have won 143. If you would have did it over at OddsJam, you would have got plus 146. So you've already shorted yourself, right? So that's the thing that a lot of people do not really include, okay? Now, I can go deeper if y'all want. I don't want to make this a sports betting channel. I'm actually going to have my own sports betting, well, not my own, but I'll have a sports betting show on Roundtable Sports if you guys want to tune in, and maybe I can teach some of you guys this. But this is kind of the basis of line. Now, Of course, there's more to it, right? If you're going to look at the odds in the Yankees, then you have to kind of go and do your research. Okay, who's playing? What's the lineup? Who's pitching? And that's where I was able to get that Vargas thing. So I got my idea for Vargas. Then I went and dove deep on the research on Vargas to see, okay, was this a pick worth making? Once the numbers added up and the lines added up, that's where I put my money. Okay, so now you guys understand. And I'll show you guys the other sauce if y'all want to. But maybe I need to just keep that for myself. You just let me know. All right. The fourth thing, parlays versus ROIs. Now, I will say this. There is a kind of a thing in the sports betting world where parlays are for dummies, right? They're for idiots. They're for losers. They're for squares, Finny. And honestly, they are if not done properly. Like a two-leg parlay isn't bad based on the odds. There's a lot of mathematical things that goes into the facts when it comes to the odds where you can get proper odds in your favor. But a lot of stuff you see on Twitter because it's sexy, it's junk food, right? I hit an 18-leg parlay or I did a 7-leg parlay and I turned $10 into $30,000. You can get all excited, right? And that's what people want, right? That's the junk food content, right? But I focus on, and I know a lot of smart sports bettors focus on, is ROI, right? And when ROI is vetting is your return on investment. So just like the stock market, you might have $1,000 invested in the stock market and you don't know what's doing daily, right? It might be up one day, down one day. This past Monday, everybody was freaking out because the market was down. Then it went up. You know what I'm saying? So that is ROI. When you look at the course of a month or the quarter and you say my $1,000 is now up $2,000, you're not mad. You don't give a damn about the parlay. Now, of course, you wanted the AMC, put $10 in, and you go to 200. Everybody wants the fast food, but your odds are better off playing the long game on a month-to-month basis. So back to the same scenario, right? Y'all see how this line just moved a little bit. But back to the same scenario, if I was to put $150 and I get $100 back in return, that's a good ROI. Don't you agree? Like, don't you agree that is a damn good ROI on your $150 investment? And even if you wanted to crank it up and do something extremely safe, like the Chicago Cubs versus the White Sox, right? And 240, because pretty much what the odds are telling you is the percentage chances, right? There's a whole calculation. I won't get into that. But $240 is probably not going to pay out much, probably around $65, $70. But remember, you get your $240 back and you get your winnings on top of that for a safe bet. So you're making an easy $60 more than likely of high probability bets, right? So a lot of people don't understand that. So for me, parlays are like candy. It's like my kids. I know I can tell them to eat healthy. They're going to want parlays. But if you're going to do a parlay, I would say 2 legs max. If you're going to go crazy, because I just went crazy today, sometimes sports books will give you a free bet. They'll say, you know what, like they hit me today, like, Tuck, we got a free $25 bet, but it expires today. All right, so it's not my money. It's coming from the sports book. They're giving me money because I'm betting so much. Okay, cool. I'll do an 8-leg parlay and see if I can turn that $25 into $400, right? And if it blows up, that's not my money. But when it comes to your money, bro, you need to be a whole lot smarter. So that is pretty much it what I want to share. I don't want to make this video too much longer, but like I said, guys, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on when it comes to sports betting out there. You're going to hear a lot of commercials, everything. And another message I want to share to you guys, do not get pimped. Do not get pimped. You know, there's going to be somebody that's going to pull up in a Lambo. They're going to say, you know what, give me your money. And I can make you rich too. You can quit your job. You're going to have all the girls after you. You can be just like me if you give me $300 a month. Because every pick that I pick is a winner. That is not the case. That's cap. That's cap. Cut the cap. For me personally, I'd rather just get around people who's going to teach me the game. Like Tariq said on Power. I want to learn the game, Ghost. And that's what I said to my mentor. Teach me the game. And he taught me the game, and now I'm a profitable sports bettor, and I can teach some of you. I don't know. Let me know if y'all are interested. I might teach some of you. I can hit me up on Twitter or whatever, right? But I just want y'all to be smart. Don't get pimped. If you don't have the money, don't do it. Don't click my link. You can click other people's link. Do what you want. Don't click my link. You know what I'm saying? And also, just make sure that anytime you place a bet, you know why you're actually making the bet, and it's not just because of your gut, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Hope y'all like the content. Hope you got something value for it. If you have questions, post below. Like I said, I will put the link for OzGym if y'all want it. I ain't getting on paying for it. I can have it, right? But there's other apps I can use. I can definitely bring in y'all in the loop if y'all want more of this kind of content. So I appreciate y'all. We got a full game of preseason football, got some basketball going on. I locked in my bets early. I personally like to get my betting done early, so I don't have to worry about it. But sometimes, like with football, line movement is more important. With baseball, I kind of stay stagnant for the most part unless somebody's injured, unless it's weather delays, so I can lock my stuff in early because I want to lock this Hard Rock bet in early because y'all see that the line actually changed a little bit. So it's like it's constantly moving. Lines are moving, lines are moving, lines are jumping all over the place, right? And this is the data that Vegas has that a lot of sports better have. This is behind the wall. Y'all ain't got this. Vegas got this. And so that's why they're able to pull those strings and keep you as a square. But I don't want y'all to be squares anymore. I want y'all to be sharpshooters, man. So I appreciate y'all. Everyone stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and bet responsibly. Peace.